Holy shit.
We're like cattle being herded.
So hopefully it is as good as it looks. But I'm up to 300,000.
Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not taught to me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of Las Vegas. Today, the schedule for poker is focused around the $1,000 mini main event, which we will be heading straight to register right after we get some breakfast. Breakfast this morning is going to be at one of the most iconic places at Paris, that being Alexa's. Everyone in the team has come here many times and they said it's great, so I'm really looking forward to it. We got our food at Alexa's. I decided this morning to have one of their more iconic dishes, that being chicken and waffles. So obviously it's not the healthiest of breakfasts, but I'm gonna take some syrup.
Damn, this shit's making me mildly erect.
And enjoy our chicken and waffles while overlooking the bustling strip, and then we're gonna make our way inside and go reg for the mini main. That was as delicious as expected. A very, very light waffle, as well as a light but very crisp fried chicken. The syrup was perfectly well balanced with everything. Overall, a really good breakfast. Now I'm excitedly making my way back into Paris and heading to the WSOP area. That, as well as triple line out the door, is the registration line for general. This is the diamond line. Thank you. This is the unfortunate queue that we will be standing in, waiting to reg, or rather get seated for the mini main. All these players have already registered, but this is waiting to get just seated. Good news.
Can you not get me on camera, please? I'm wanted in at least 12 states. I don't want them.
Okay, we are on a 40-minute break from the mini main event instead of the usual 20 minutes, as they are chipping up the 100 chips, which I was chip lead at my table, so I was the banker essentially. So far the day has gone exceptionally well. Starting stack is 60k and we are sitting on about 182k, which is 3 starting stacks. I've got one hand breakdown that I'll go through with you. So we were on level 4, I believe. Blinds were 300, 500. This was the first hand back from break, so the big blind wasn't here. The hijack opened to 1200, button called, and I was in the small blind with queen 10 offsuit. If the big blind was there, I probably would have just folded, but seeing as I closed the action, I called with the queen 10 offsuit. Flop comes, ace, king, jack. Boom, we flop Broadway. Phenomenal. We check, hijack checks, and the button bets 1,000. Really no point in raising here, as the button should never have a set or something like ace king. At best he can have is ace jack, and we're a massive favorite.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
What's up, Wes? We're a massive favorite, so perfect hand to trap and slow play. Hijack folds. Turn is a 7. We check again to continue trapping. The button fires 3,500. And at this stage, I'm pretty confident he must have something to double barrel. So I check raise him to 10,500. He snap calls. And when he snap called, I got the impression that he was quite a station. The river bricked out with an offsuit deuce. Still have the absolute nuts. And I figured that he was never gonna fold even a one pair hand such as ace 10 or ace 9. So I ripped it all in for fraction over 40,000, and he almost beat me into the party court so quick. I flipped over the nuts and he showed ace 10 off. Just a hand that is never going to be good against me there, but that's the magic of playing in these small blind big field events, is you're gonna have a lot of soft spots. So that doubled our stack very early, and we continue to cruise from there. So hopefully continues to go very smoothly upwards. It is 30-minute levels, so it's quite fast, but we will continue to apply pressure to our table. Got a 4-way all in here. Three's almost folded.
I almost folded.
Yeah.
How can I?
Scoops. Holy shit. We just made a sick hero call. We pretty much yo-yoed and didn't really get any momentum whatsoever for all 4 of those levels, but on the last hand of the level before the break, there were 2 limps. We're playing 1,500, 3,000. There were 2 limps. I looked down at ace 5 of spades in small blind. I make it 17,000. Only the second limper calls. Good a flop of jack 7-5 with 7-5 of clubs. I check because I do have a marginal made hand and I do have a bit of showdown. Limper checks back. Turn is a king, and I think I can get a lot of fold equity, and some hands like middling pocket pairs I can start to push out as this king heavily favors my range. So I bet 10,000. To my really big surprise, we get raised to 38,000. And this really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, as this board heavily favors my range, and a limp call really shouldn't contain any hands like kings, jacks. King jack would have bet the flop, sevens would have bet the flop, so I was really suspicious. The turn also brought a diamond flush draw, so that is potentially some of the combos that I think he could have. So I call river queen, I check and he shoves for 62,000. It really, my inner intuition started going crazy, because this board does not hit his range whatsoever. Like, he should be really fearful of the hands that I can have on this board. And I tanked for a good 5-6 minutes and made the call with the pair of 5s. And he rolled over a pair of 2s. So he scooped that massive pot. He was really shocked with my call, but I'm up to 300,000. Okay, we are walking here with Gio in the mini main. I've never done this before, but we are moving from where we were in the Horseshoe. We're moving to like a different location, so everyone bags up their stack. Gio's also got a stack. Got a friend walking with us as well.
69, baby.
And all of us walk in a group together.
We're like cattle being herded. All we gotta do is start moving now.
Okay, pretty disappointing last level. Really towards the end of the level, I lost a massive flip with ace queen versus jacks. That would have taken me up to about 450. Instead, we are chilling around 190. Gio and I came to the Grand Bazaar here. It's very interesting. I've been to the real Grand Bazaar in Turkey, so this is like a micro version of that. And we are here at Istanbul. Gonna get something to eat on the dinner break and regroup, strategize, and we will most definitely make the money tonight. So hopefully we can keep grinding until then. There's no real seating plan, so we just found a small little table, watching some sports. Gonna have our mixed pitta. The mix comprises lamb, beef and chicken. I thought it would be quite adventurous, so hopefully it is as good as it looks. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed with that one. I had very high hopes going in. For most of the day I had a pretty healthy stack, very above average, but with 30-minute levels it is very, very quick. Became crapshooty very fast. A couple of things didn't go our way. We're left very short. Our final hand, the very aggressive table chip leader, opened to 2.5 bigs from the cutoff. I looked down at King Jack off out the big blind with 12 bigs. I shoved, he called with ace 10, flopped 2 pair, turned boat, dead, out. We were probably 400 or 500 from the money, so not very far away, but not also around the bubble. Today, for the rest of the day, I am probably gonna go back to the room, decompress a little bit, and then we've got a cash game for sure. So one of my main sort of objectives for the trip was to play as many cash games in as many different casinos as I could. I collect a chip from each casino in each game I play at, so I thought what an amazing opportunity to collect multiple chips from as many casinos as I can. So for tonight's cash game, we are here at the Horseshoe to play the cash session. They have a beautiful Hall of Fame poker room with really nostalgic decorations on the wall, which I'll show you, and hopefully we can get a seat swiftly. Once again, the diamond card coming in handy, skipping the entire waiting list, getting seated straight away for the 2-3 no limit game. That's fine, it's fine. Yeah.
I feel alive, I think you know. We're getting down, we're getting low. We're getting down.
So that's the cash session at Horseshoe wrapped up. It was a really great session, pretty short. We were very, very loose, aggressive, splashy, but it worked in our favor. We were in for 500, out for 1,000. And I'm just going to take you guys on a little tour over the room. It has a lot of memorabilia and nostalgic photos around, which is very cool. The Horseshoe was really the original home of the World Series, and that place kind of got demolished, and this is sort of the revamp of the OG Horseshoe. So it is 2:15 in the morning. We are making our way back to the room, calling it a night. Just one last little piece of advice is that in these unknown new cash games, I really like to try build a fantastic image right from the get-go. So I will be super splashy, loose, throwing my chips, bluffing lots, showing the bluffs, obviously not in such big spots, but really build a maniac image that will pay off later down the road when stacks get deeper, pots get bigger. Then you can abuse that image that people have left in their mind. So keep that in mind when you're playing in new games that nobody knows you yet. This is it for the day, and see you guys tomorrow.